Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Decorative Survival. So, in the last episode I did some work on a little smelter in the nether. And in between episodes I've been collecting a bit of gravel, but I haven't gotten very much. So, what I was thinking is, instead of doing work on the road, I actually have I can do other work on the road. Because, there's a couple of things I would like to do, therefore. There's a path over here that I've kind of cleared, and then was to be decided whether I wanted to put gravel or not gravel. I put coarse dirt on it, and I think that it would benefit from coarse dirt. And just along here, there's also a little bit of, a not insignificant amount of road that I kind of decided I would work on later. I think because I thought that the bits at the side were slower, but I've since decided that that's not the case. However, that does mean that I have a bit of road over here that could be improved. So I was thinking of doing that. However, the first thing I'd kind of like to do is I'd like to get a bit more rooted dirt, which I've used in some sections, but I haven't used everywhere due to it being hard to get. However, I found this, which is clearly I've already used it as a place to get some rooted dirt. However, I would like a bit more. And I've also just realised that I came out here without any lanterns, so I'll also need to run over and grab some lanterns before all of that. Oh, this wandering trader's still here. Huh. Guess that makes sense. Yeah, so I'll do that, and after I've gotten more lanterns, I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back with a couple of stacks of lanterns, so now I guess I'd just get on with mining down through the rooted dirt so that I can get more of the rooted dirt. Though I might want to get some ladders and some stone so that I can fill stuff up. Right, I actually have plenty of logs and plenty of stone, so I guess I'll just get a couple of stacks of stone and like a stack of logs to craft more ladders if I need them. But I'll craft a couple, and yeah, I guess then I'll get started, and yeah, I'll be right back once I've probably gotten down to the cave is where I'm gonna go to. Alright, so the actual course dirt actually goes down a long way, because the lush cave biome that this connects to is actually all the way down at deep slate. It's just slightly below deep slate, which meant that I had to go through quite a few other caves. And one of the things that I kind of decided that I was going to do was, after this is finished, I wanted to just patch it up, because I didn't want a giant hole in the ground, because I'm trying to make this look nice. So I had to fill this in. I actually ran out of resources and I had no granite, so I just kind of dug out a bit of the granite from various other spots and used it to plug up the actual hole, and I then ran out of stone. So I'll talk about that later. Alright, so I am back, and well, I've dug out most of this, as you probably saw in the time lapse, and I've begun to fill it in like this, except I've kind of run out of stone, so I probably will need to go off and do something else. I might come back to that, I probably think that it'd be not very interesting, so I might just go and do the rest of that in between episodes. So, well, I've gotten quite a bit more rooted dirt, which is very useful, and unfortunately I forgot to trade any rotten flesh at the village over there, because I actually had quite a bit in my shulker box, which is now filling it up, very inconveniently. So I might just go over there and trade away that first. Alright, and now I have a fairly empty shulker box, and so I can just chuck all my rooted dirt and stuff in it. I also forgot to remove some of my some of the stuff that I got from the nether, but I didn't forget too much of that, so that's probably pretty good. And why? The iron golems seem to just wander onto the campfires. And so, I guess I'll take some free iron, but it is kind of silly. Anyway, I'll just ride back home. Now that took a little bit more time than I had intended, so I might not be able to do both of the things that I was suggesting I would want to do in this episode. I didn't realise that lush cave went all the way down to deep slate level. I just kind of assumed that, about like a couple of blocks down, I don't know, a couple of stacks of rooted dirt or something, and then there's like 7 stacks. Alright, so I am back here, and yeah, I'd like to get started on just kind of extending this path through here, and yeah, I guess I'll do that and then I'll be right back. Alright, so unlike the horse stables entrance, I kind of decided to put the dirt into patches so that it kind of looks a bit more like it's worn out in particular places and some of the grass is a bit stronger or something. Alright, so I am back, and well, as you can see, there is now a fairly broken up path, which just runs all the way along to all of my fields except that one, which, as I said in the episode, that I made cleared the space for the path. I'm not sure if I want to access it round here instead, or just have something leading off the main path. So yeah, I have also not linked up the coarse dirt part of this path to it. And yeah, that's probably going to wrap up this episode. I would have liked to also do some work on the other bit of, the main road, but I didn't have time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, goodbye.